Welcome to Batuk TV. Right about now, it's Mr. Laughter, and we are talking Arsenal facing Bayern Munich at the Emirates Stadium. Yeah, it's gonna be a tough game. Let me just start like that, ladies and gentlemen. You are so much welcome. Subscribe if you have not subscribed yet, and we are looking at the preview of Arsenal playing Bayern Munich. It's the Champions League night. You guys know it's gonna be live tomorrow. Yeah, it's going to be live on Tuesday, and Arsenal is going to play Bayern Munich at the Emirates. Now we're going to look at some of the key. As we know, Bayern Munich hasn't been a very good team for Arsenal to play against, as you know. But the last few times that we played Bayern Munich, we were really terrible. The Wenger season, as you guys know, we I would say we got all the goals in the bucket. We were just scooping goals after goals. The likes of Mustafi and those defense was crazy during Bayern Munich, as in Wenger's period. So yeah, we're gonna look at that. At the record of Bayern Munich playing Arsenal of recent. Now we know Arsenal is a very different team compared to the team that Arsenal when Bayern Munich used to meet those days of Wenger, but now we want to see the difference. It's almost like Bayern Munich is the former Arsenal. In other words, I would say they're not doing so well in the league, and they're not doing well in Bundesliga, but yeah, you know, Champions League is Champions League. Even if your team is not really performing well in the domestic league, sometimes it's just so crazy and they turn up. And we want to see if Arsenal can turn up tomorrow and make that difference and turn up really to surprise a lot of critics, I would say, because they know Arsenal has been playing so well in the Premier League, and they're still on top of the table. Yeah, the elephant is on the table. What else can we expect? What else can we do? It's a very good I would say initiative for us really to move forward today, to move forward with the game and see what else we can really expect from this game. I am really optimistic that Arsenal can make it through Bayern Munich. It doesn't seem like it's supposed to be so tough for Arsenal, because looking at the form of Arsenal, but also if you look at the game that Arsenal played against FC Porto, you really want Arsenal to do much better in the attacking aspect of it, because in the game that they played with FC Porto, you guys know for sure Arsenal should have won that game even before going to the penalty kicks and stuff. But yeah, you know, Champions League is Champions League. Arsenal doesn't have that experience, but it's still Bayern Munich. As much as they are not in form or on form, I would say, yeah, we need to first be on top of our game and be really there to show that we deserve the desire. We deserve every single ball and every single moment of the game. So that is my look at the game. Now let's look at the 8-8 with Arsenal. Now Bayern Munich, Arsenal have suffered in their hands for so many years, I would say. Let's look at 8-8. We say that Arsenal has won, actually, and there have been 7 wins between the two clubs, 2 draws, and then 3 wins for Arsenal. Bayern has gone with 7, 2 draws, and also 3 wins for Arsenal. Now we also want to see some of the goals. Now Bayern Munich has scored 27 goals against Arsenal and 13 goals. That is for Arsenal alone. So that is crazy. Now the statistics here for 2026 season, that is on the last 16 game, we know Arsenal were beaten at the Emirates 5-1, and also 5-1 at Allianz Arena, that is in Germany. That was the worst moment of Arsenal in the season of 2016-2017, which was really terrible. You can see all those goals. Again, in 2015-2016 season, Arsenal were beaten by Bayern 5-1, and that is another crazy one. And the funny thing is the first leg ended up in 2-0 in favor of Arsenal, which was crazy. But that was all in the last 16. So Arsenal has been really struggling to go through from the last 16 against Bayern Munich. But also we get to understand that that was the season of Arsene Wenger, who was not really in form in any way, and the games that Arsenal used to play then was not good, because some of the players, I would say, they were just so terrible, so bad, and the defense wasn't that good. That's why Bayern Munich was so good against Arsenal. The likes of Robben, you guys know, he was really running, Ribery running around everywhere in the league, in the Champions League, and just scoring goals for fun against Arsenal. But this is a different form and a different team for Arsenal, I would say. We are not the same Arsenal of those days that Bayern Munich could just come and beat 5-0 and wherever goals they want to score. I want to say Arsenal is really different, and they are top of the league in the Premier League. So we want to see if they can make a difference to on this Champions League. That is going to be a really big night for Arsenal. They have made it from the last 16 up to the quarterfinals. And as you know, quarterfinals is not easy. And Bayern Munich is still Bayern Munich. Much as their form is terrible at, in their league, we know that Arsenal is doing really well. But also, if Arsenal doesn't turn up tomorrow, that is going to be a massive loss. If they don't really turn up on Tuesday, it's going to be a shame for Arsenal. But I bet Arsenal is going to play well. Now let's go and look at the game itself. Now, I want to give my view on the game itself. Now, this is going to be a game at the Emirates, and what else can we expect? At the Emirates is always lit with the fans. The fans are just excited, and we want the fun to be on top of every single ball, I would say. We heard Mikel Arteta talk in this press conference, and it's very optimistic that Arsenal can make it, and Arsenal can play really well and make it through to the best to the semi-final. And being at home and playing at home, he wants Arsenal to be to the top of their game and play to the maximum ability, and he wants every single player to be at it. That is what he said. And Gabriel Jesus also spoke about the game today. He said he's going to do his best, and everyone is ready. They want to do their best to play and really make a difference and make everything really important. And they're gonna track and play and do wherever they can to really win the game, because Bayern Munich is still Bayern Munich. They have to respect Bayern with all the players that they have, much as they're not really doing well in the league. You know, Champions League is a totally different game, and they still have to be up for it and play to the maximum ability of their capacity, I would say. So that is what Gabriel Jesus said. And also Mikel Arteta still said Arsenal can do anything and they can win the game as long as they turn up and they play well. They still have players. Bayern Munich have players that can hurt Arsenal really well, with the Musiala being there. Later in Sen, he was also there. He also talked about a little bit. We shall also talk about his press conference as well in a little bit. And Thomas Tuchel also talked about what he can expect from this team. He knows Arsenal is going to be really good at that night, but he also came with a full squad, and he wants to also show that, even if they are not doing well in the league, they are still able to play their game in all aspects, and they can still manage to get something out of the game. They are here to win. They want to win against Arsenal, even if it's at the Emirates. They know it's going to be difficult, but still they want to show that they are able to get at least something. Hurricane, as you know, is still there, and as Hurricane always scores against Arsenal. So let's see what it's going to do against Arsenal. In this Champions League, because he is just the prolific striker that Arsenal, that Bayern Munich would have. And let's see. Joshua Kimmich also still there in the midfield for Bayern Munich, which is Bayern Munich have really good players, I would say. It's not like that they're not having players. They do have players, but I don't know what is really happening and what is wrong with them, why they don't really play well, why they're not really performing well. As we know, Bayer Leverkusen is the one really leading the Bundesliga match, and they're going to play well, and they're almost taking the league for Bundesliga. So let's see if Bayern Munich can really focus on the Champions League, since the Bundesliga is almost gone out of their reach. I would say they're lacking behind by 16 points, which is really big margin in the title race. If you look at the way Bayern used to just almost get every single Bundesliga title, they have for 11 years they have been winning, which is crazy looking at how they are falling down this very season. But that is all about Bayern Munich. Let's go and look at Arsenal itself. Now I want to look at the the way I would set up Arsenal for this wonderful game, for this match that is going to happen. Now, I would say Mikel Arteta would, in my view, he should for sure play as usual, play the best players that he thinks could be fit for the game, because as we know, all the players for Arsenal are fit and they're gonna play, with the exception of JT, that is Julian Timber, who is still absent, but the rest of the players are all the squad are really available, and Mikel Arteta, will for sure choose the best team that he wants for the game, and I'm happy, and I want to make my prediction on the lineup in a short while. Then, what your view on it? If you have not actually, if you agree with the selection, that is fine. If you don't agree, you can let me know in the comment what would be your starting 11 for the game. Now let's move into that quickly before I can give my view on the game. Now I want to start with the back. In the back line, I want to get this very very player. As always, the partnership of Gabriel and Saliba is crazy. We want to have that for sure. I'm not going to change that completely. I will leave those two right at the back, so that they can really handle Hurricane so well. I know Hurricane is just a beast when it comes to playing Arsenal. He always scores, whether it's being penalty or wherever. He loves to score against Arsenal. So I want to say, as Gabriel has also helped to stop, Haaland. For sure, he has to really stop, this main man for Bayern Munich, that is Hurricane, which is going to be so good for Arsenal to do that in this game if they really want to win the game. In number two, I'll still go with Ben White. I know he didn't really have a good game against Brighton, but he's good, so I'm going to put him right there in number two. And number three, I want to go with Tomiyasu instead of Kivio or even Zini, because I feel like Tomiyasu really fits this game so well, because if you look at Leroy Sané, he's fit, so he's back. So Tomiyasu would really handle him so well, because he's really good at really tracking back and going sideways, knowing that he has also helped Arsenal when Arsenal played against Mohamed Salah from Liverpool. So I would have Tomiyasu play there. So in the back, I would have Tomiyasu, Gabriel Saliba, and Ben White. That would be my defense. And when I look at the midfield, this is where it's going to be very very tricky in my view. But I'm thinking of playing Putty and Rice in my view, but I know Putty played also Champions League. He has some bit of experience, but he hasn't really played so well in the Premier League. The game that he played, that is for Luton, I feel like he played well, but he still lacks the rhythm, I would say. But I'm tempting really to have Declan Rice and Partey in the back, just to help track a little bit, because I know Jorginho would be good, but because the Bayern are so fast and the way they play and they're so quick, they have so many good technical players. I would think of Partey and Rice really being at the base of the midfield would make sense for me, in my view. Would really make sense for me. So I would go with Declan Rice, Partey, and my Odegaard in the midfield. That is what I can go with, because I feel like Arsenal need to at least have somebody to take care of the back line as well, knowing that some of the Bayern Munich players are so fast. Musiala is fast, Leroy Sané is fast, second Gnabry is also fast. So having all those players in the far front, if you don't really have a fast player, Jorginho is good with the ball, but he's old, he's 30 or 34, something like that. So he's not going to be running the whole game unless Arsenal plays tactically to slow the game down. That would be a better advantage, I would say. But I'm thinking having Partey, Rice, and Odegaard would be a very very good move for me. And that is my midfield. Let's look at the striking line. This is where it's going to be tricky as well. I know Gabriel Jesus is back. He has been playing well. This man. I know, this German guy. We want to have him. He's been really Arsenal best player. I would say we can't really leave him out. We know, he has been so good for Arsenal for many games now. He's in a double figure actually. Now he's already having almost 11 goals and some few assists. So I want to have him lead the line. I don't know, but I'm thinking maybe we should have Bukayo Saka, have Martinelli, and maybe start with Gabriel Jesus or Kai Havertz. That's really difficult. It's gonna be difficult for Mikel Arteta to decide, but I'm gonna go with Kai Havertz because he has been scoring well. So I'm gonna put back Martinelli in the line. Let him start. Maybe keep Gabriel Jesus out so he can come in later on in the game. Yeah, because our bench is gonna be so full with good players. Imagine if we have Jorginho in the bench, we have Gabriel in the bench. We can also have Kibi in the bench. We can have ESR in the bench. We can have those are like really really good players. Maybe Nketiah is there as well if things doesn't really turn up for the strikers that we have. That would also be helpful. And if we don't have really really good striking, this is gonna be a really really good game. It's gonna be a perfect game, I would say. But depends on how Arsenal will look at it and do their best in the game. It's going to help and make it so well and so good to play. Now that is going to be my prediction for the lineup that will be there in this game. That is, let me know in your comment if you really really agree with me. If you don't agree, let me know what would be your starting 11 for the game against Bayern Munich, because looking at the history of Bayern Munich, they have been so good against Arsenal, and we don't want that really to happen. To happen again. We don't want this 5-1, 5-1 issue. That was a long time ago. I'm sure it's not going to happen because Arsenal is really, really in form and they're playing so well. Looking at their form, where they have won almost for this year alone, they have never been beaten in the Premier League completely, with the exception of just the Champions League game when they played in Porto, where they lost one. But that is all about it. And also at the Emirates, Arsenal has been having really, really good form. I don't think there's any club that has scored at the Emirates in the Champions League yet. So that is a really, really good form for Arsenal at the Emirates. So let's see if they can make it to against Bayern Munich, that they can also struggle and have the time to win the game instead of really, really playing for a draw. We know it's a two-legged games where Arsenal will start. Also, one thing that we need not to forget is that Bayern Munich are going to be without funds at the Emirates, so it's just going to be 60,000 wherever Arsenal fans only. So that is a very big advantage. If Arsenal cannot beat Bayern Munich with no funds at the Emirates, that's going to be alarming. I'm sure Arsenal has to turn up, and with all the fans for Arsenal that are going to be there, let's just smash. I would say smash Bayern Munich and make it really. Let's just finish the game at the Emirates, I would say, so that when we go to Bayern Munich or Allianz Arena, that would be like maybe defending and just having fun there, enjoying, even if it's a draw, is fine. I'm going out here with my prediction. I'm going in for 4-0. Maybe 4-0. No, let me say 3-0. I'm going for a 3-0 win for Arsenal at the Emirates, and that would be a deal done at the Emirates. We shall finish the game at the Emirates. So when we go back to Bayern Munich, nothing really for fun would happen. It's just formality. That is my thought on the game. Let me know your thought on the game, and let me know every single thing you want to know from Batoko TV. This is where we bring you the latest Arsenal news and every single thing that comes from Arsenal. And yeah, we can do this, we can do it, and have fun as you really enjoy the game. Thanks for watching so much, and subscribe if you're not subscribed. Every single week we bring to you the latest news from Arsenal. Yeah, we shall see how the game would go. Let me know your prediction on the game as well, and comment if you have not commented yet. Subscribe if you're not subscribers, and be a part of this wonderful channel where we talk Arsenal strictly. It's wonderful. Thank you so much for being with me. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, and see you again in the next video. One love.